In tôi ba những tôi bối này, in tôi ba in tôi này, anh tôi mong tôi để tin mình, anh thấy mong lấy thế long thản đi rồi, hôm nay hôm kia đi, in cùng ba lát nghỉ xuân bằng anh đến được, in đến được, mỗi lần về đó sự tí rồi, anh bối tề, anh bối anh đi rồi con cùng anh về. Mỗi lần xin tôi muốn là xin để bán lên cái bán miền kề bán những cái có lòng của nề yên đến vậy yên đến sông thôi làm bộ ai đắm ba đế yên đô la mong mắt sẽ tổ của dài mắt ôi những con bạn con xin tặng lên ngủ để anh buồn anh buồn anh ta mới thủ nhiều ai ô lối mai đạt tiếng tồn hai in nụ ba nụ đi và đi nhẹ và đi dòng và đi về hắn đi theo là anh nhẹ ta lãng tình in nụ ba kỳ xin để lên cơn bằng in đến xuống hai anh tuổi đóng bằng Matinge, intomba, intombole, intomba, imbole, antombole, tele, antaye, onleke, antaniyo, ondeye, ontiri, intomaya, isomba, andinde, indende, olente, sentiso, umbote, umboye, Hãy cùng anh nghe bốn lần họ chúng tôi muốn đạt đến đền bán lên cái bán miền kề bán những cái khổ lòng của nề yên đến vậy yên đến sông thôi làm bộ anh đảm bảo đế yên đô la mong mắt sẽ tổ của dài mắt ôi những con bạn con xin tặng lên ngủ để anh buồn anh buồn anh ta mới thủ nhiều ô lối mai đạt tiếng tồn hai in đô ba ngủ về đi và đi nhẹ và đi dòng và đi về hắn đi theo là anh nhẹ ha lắm tình in đô ba kỳ xin để lên cơn bằng in đến xuống hai tuổi
This is a Black Seminole chant, Seminole Indian chant, Black Seminoles. Well, Seminole is Seminole, but Black Seminoles. All right, y'all. So glad y'all are tuned in. I said, let me get this out the way this morning. As the title says, this is about washing your vagina, and it's not just soap and water. It's not just soap and water. It's like we need a spiritual, we need divine intervention cleansing going on, because a lot of the adverse feelings, the negative feelings that we feel about ourselves is because of how we've used our vaginas. Yeah. Some of you are recovering sluts, right? You are reformed sluts, so you still have the residue of all that pound caking going on in your walls to deal with. A lot of you have had boyfriends, fiancés, boyfriends, whatever you want to call it, in your lives. You've had several men in your lives, and for the most part, none of them loved you. So that also causes sour snatch. That also causes sour vaginas. When you are screwing men who don't care about you, you develop a sour ass crotch. You do. You do. So when we're talking about leveling up, picking a better hairstyle, or, better outer garments, better undergarments, and all of these things to present ourselves in the most valuable way possible, the vagina is not a part of the equation for some reason. When it's the vagina that you have to start with, your level up starts with your crotch. Your level up starts with your crotch. And feminism, unfortunately, feminism has a lot of us thinking, and men are right in this regard. Feminism has a lot of us thinking that we are more marketable than what we are, that we can get away with what men get away with, that we are seen or we are evaluated by what we're worth in the same way that men are. This is what feminism has done. What feminism has done has afforded men to have free ass. He gets to fuck you for free. He gets to go Dutch for dinner and still fuck you afterwards. He gets to fuck you whether you like him or not. Like you deciding, well, my nut is the most important thing. I'm not in it for anything emotional. So you decide to have sex with this guy for a nut. And that's a coin toss, because a lot of y'all are not even getting the nut. You're sexually promiscuous, you're sexually free, and you're still not getting orgasms. A lot of y'all. So we're trying to make sense of nonsense here. We're trying to make sense of nonsense, and you're following the patterns of men, and you're losing. You are losing. Your low self-esteem is tied into that sour vagina that you have. Your low self-esteem is tied into the guilt that you carry for fucking men who you knew didn't like you. This is why you won't really level up. This is why I don't give a fuck what secret societies you're joining, what secret sisterhood groups you're joining, what techniques they're teaching you out there, supposedly to be more feminine and more attractive and all that kind of stuff. Your snatch is giving you guilt. Your vagina is giving you a guilt complex. So it doesn't matter what you learn. Your vagina's going, you ain't shit. You let Fred fuck you, he didn't even like you. You let Tom fuck you and you knew he had herpes. You let John fuck you and he had a baby mama. And you let Larry fuck you and you know he had a wife. Hello. Level up? Level up where? Level up where? Where? When you're walking around with guilt. When you're walking around with the residue of of wrong actions, and not wrong actions by you didn't see it coming, because I think 9 times out of 10 the stuff that we do we see coming. You know when you rolling down your drawers like, this dude is lame, but I'm already here. This dude smell bad, but I've had a couple of drinks, might as well. This dude ain't got no money, but so what? Money isn't the most important thing. I'm gonna just have this moment. I'm just gonna have this moment right now, and that's what we do. That's what we do. So, washing your vagina is also, it's not just soap and water, and really, arguably you're not even supposed to put soap down there, but some of y'all need industrial products because your shit's so ran through, tore down, tarred up, tarred and feathered. Your vaginas are like tarred and feathered, that you need industrial strength products to mask the stench. To mask the stench of these dudes and their vinegar ejaculations all over your walls. Dudes ejaculate. He don't eat right. he fucking 5, 10 other holes, and you wondering why your vagina can't never smell like a rose. I must be allergic to his dick. Yeah? How about that? You must be. Not only are you allergic to his dick, now you got an infection yourself that you can't get rid of. So he giving you allergies, but you already have allergies, and his allergy and your allergy mixing up, and the boric acid suppositories that y'all using ain't even working. Y'all hoes got to put boric acid in your ass just to kill the bugs, and that ain't even working. We are in a mess. We are in a mess because we are not respecting our bodies. We are going through health issues, premature aging, all kinds of stuff going on. Heart disease, diabetes, hysterectomies, polyps, fibroids, all kind of stuff going on, because we are not living in congruence with nature. We're living in excess. We're living in excess, creating superbugs. Yeah. We got the coronavirus crotches running around here. We got coronavirus equivalent crotches running around here, and it's a mess. It's a mess. You let these men violate you because you're sexually free, when you know you're not. Ain't no woman sexually free. That's an oxymoron. Sexually free how? When you are ingesting and taking in his DNA particles. How are you free? You don't understand biology locks you in? The biological process of dick inside a vagina makes you a subordinate. You cannot be free in an instance like that, because he's implanting himself inside of you. You are never going to be equal to a man and what he can do. Not when you take in like a cup. Not when you are a storehouse for genes, for DNA. That's what your uterus function is, to record DNA so you can duplicate yourself. What do you think a baby is? What do you think having a child is? How are you able to duplicate yourself if you're not a holder of genes? And you think you could just screw whoever and it's just a good time? You're screwing men who don't like you, but because you're not emotionally invested, somehow you cancel it out in your mind, and you think it's okay. But you still walk with the guilt. You're still walking with the guilt. How do I know? Because your heart malfunctions, pH balance thrown off, hormones all out of whack. You're depressed. Everybody's depressed out here. Why everybody depressed? Why everybody depressed? You want love. You want a relationship. But you've abused your body in pursuit of it. You've abused it. Why? Because you can't tell that nigga that you know don't like you. You can't tell him no. You sit and talking to him, and you feel and you sense something's off, but you can't tell him no, because what he wants is more important than how you feel. This is how we walk through life. Always conceding to the will of men, because he got the better plan for me than me. He thinks better than I do. Right? He's smarter than me. So what I'm feeling about him, that gnawing in my gut that says, nah, this dude is a snake, that's not scientific. So I'm going to just go along with the pressure he's giving me to have sex with him, because he's selling his dick as redemption. He's selling me his dick as therapy, and he ain't even really selling it. He's just giving it to you for free. And somehow you negate everything, the God within you. You negate everything that you're feeling. Why? Because your vagina is ran through. Your vagina is totally destroyed. The intelligence that's inside of your crotch is totally destroyed because every month there's somebody new inside of it. I heard what? Cali depression is bad. Cali depression. People are depressed everywhere. East Coast, West Coast, North, South. Everywhere. Everywhere. You guys are screwing men who are infected. A lot of y'all screwing men who you know got bugs. And what you do, you wash with a little iodine. You got because you tell me you got all your little concoctions. You get your little iodine douche, your little borax iodine, food grade peroxide, and you make a little kill bacteria potion with that, so that you hopefully it'll stave off an infection. Houseway. That's what a lot of y'all doing. You know he's screwing somebody dirty across town, and you still putting his dick in your mouth. You still don't require him to come through for you like he's supposed to. You playing with your life, and you allowing him to play with your life too. All for what? A nut? All to say you have a man or something like that? Then the argument is, of course, well, all men cheat. You know, all men cheat, or all men want to cheat, and that sort of a thing, right? There is that argument. There is that argument. But I still think that you need to enforce a standard that is separate from anybody's inclination, anybody's biology driven proclivities to fuck around. You have to enforce that for yourself, because your goal is to protect yourself. If a man cheats on you, he's not in protecting you mode. He's into getting what he wants. So when he shows you that he has no regard for your health and well-being, because when these dudes cheat, they're not using condoms, you know. They're not using condoms when they cheat, and the women that they cheating with usually don't give a fuck. Now they really don't give a fuck because they know he got a wife at home. So she probably will fuck him with another man's sperm inside her twat. When he come to visit her and get his little weekly dose, she ain't really cleaned her shit out. And she like, well, you know, dude, you got somebody home. I ain't really coming 100% for you neither. We're going to trick this thing off. You're going to run me my money and whatever it is. I'm going to take this whole bath, put them baby wipes on the top end, and when the nigga withdraw his penis out of her vagina, the whole room smelling like tartar sauce and seafood city. Tartar sauce, seafood city. And go, ooh, she stink. And he back next week. Talking about she all kinds of stink, but he back, you know, I'm gonna see you. So, what's up for next Sunday? And she all kinds of stink crotch shit. Complaining and fucking you at the same time. This is what niggas do. Complain while they fucking you. They're not objecting to anything. They're just complaining while they ejaculating you. This girl stink. But did you fuck? Well, yeah, but that's not the point. That's not the point. How is it not the point? How is it not the point? We have to want to care about ourselves on a higher level. I know we care about how we look, but if you cared about yourself holistically on the same level as you care and can have concern about looking sexually attractive for men, then you would live a better existence. You would live a better existence. Most of the men that we are fucking, ladies, don't love us. Hello? You worried about looking good for him, but he doesn't love you. You're just a piece of ass. And you dumbass feminists are a piece of ass for free. The only difference between you and another girl getting got is that you don't require him to pay a bill for sex because you about your nuts. You looking for your nut like he looking for his nut. You don't need nothing from him because you got your cash, you got your good job, you got your 401k and all that. So you don't need a nigga for nothing but a nut. But he still don't like you. He still gag a little bit when he dipping in and out of you. He's still clowning you to his friends when you leave. All that independent shit. You ain't in no better position. The only position that makes you different is that you didn't require him to buy you groceries, pay a bill, be engaged to you, or whatever. Like supposedly the rest of us dumb bitches want. You don't need none of that. So you fucking for free out here. You fucking a man who don't like you for free. That's what you feminists are doing. You ain't no better than nobody else. And you hoes like, some of y'all like, I never got dumped by a guy. Ain't no guy never dumped me. That don't mean that every guy you fuck liked you. Just because he didn't pull the trigger and dump your ass doesn't mean that every guy that you open your legs for was so in love with you. Y'all stop getting this thing called life twisted. Hoes stay lying. Stay lying. Well, suckers, I can't relate to that because that never has happened to me. If you somebody's ex, if you ever fucked a dude, that's happened to you. It has happened to you. If you're not a virgin, it has happened to you. You're just not aware of it. You're not aware that you were a reject. You were not aware that you were fifth in line. You were not aware that you were a placeholder. Because he didn't dump you. Because he liked your stroke or he liked your throat action. He liked putting baby batter on your tonsils, so he kept you around. Don't talk to me about what never happened to you and never happened to you, and you've been taking dick since you were 16. Don't talk to me about no track record. You're living an illusion. An illusion. Facts. That's right, facts on that. We have to love ourselves more than we want to be accepted by men. We have to find that sweet spot between self-respect and wanting the attention from men. Because I understand, this I'm not delusional about how life works. Men want pretty women. They want, women that are attractive because they want to be sexually attractive to the women that they like. They want that. They need all of that. But you have to ask yourself, well, what lane can I play this game in? Like how can I be successful in this thing so that I'm not just a notch on some dude's belt, or I don't wind up with some sort of disease that I need to douche with Clorox for, or whatever. Like how am I gonna walk through life not being destroyed by men? That's what all y'all have to ask yourself. Because I feel like I said in the last live, the proverbial wall that men complain that we as women are on, right? It's a wall that they build. Men build up your wall. His dick, every dick that you take puts another brick, puts about 10 bricks, 10 stacks on the proverbial wall that you're going to hit eventually. That's what it does. Sex has to be something more than pleasure for you, especially if you're an ugly girl. Have mercy. Have mercy. Pleasure. I would prefer that you see intercourse with men as life and death. I wish we would see it as that. I know feminism and birth control pills and abortions and all this other technology has us thinking that, it's just as much a pleasure thing for us as it is for men. But it really is life and death. Some of us develop mental dysfunction from the relationships that we have. Like you develop a need for medication, eating disorders, maybe cutting yourself, all kinds of stuff kind of rears its ugly head when you get into a bad relationship with a guy, like a bad one. Prostitution. A lot of these dudes you with would sell your ass. If given the opportunity, he would put you on a whole show. You think he love you, and he just, how can I pimp this girl out? How can I make some money? These are the dudes that you're fucking. They would not mind, especially a dude who don't like you. He'll put you on a whole stroll. Of course, he put you on a whole stroll. You said they dusty. Truth be told, a lot of these dudes is dusty. Okay? The average dude that you meet is a little dusty. I don't care if it's a suit and tie. I don't care if you have a good job. They dusty. They dusty. Because men screw women who they don't require to be clean, to be faithful, to be anything that he even likes. A man could come hard for a woman that he throws up in his mouth a little bit for. Why? Because prostitutes still work. Prostitutes, and I ain't talking about high class call girls. I'm talking about chicks that give you head behind a dumpster. They still making money. Dumpster chicks still making money. So don't tell me, it's you got to look a certain way. You got to look a certain way. When a nigga getting head from a chick with no teeth behind some fucking dumpster in an alleyway behind a restaurant some fucking way, no goddamn teeth in the mouth, and she making money. She making money. Chicks with dicks making money out here all over the place. Big ones and twos. Big ones and twos. Retiring. You know, the chicks who can't retire when they hold, the chicks that actually have a vagina, but chicks with dicks can retire off the money they make. They got retirement package money that they're making off of straight men, not gay men. Chicks with dicks ain't fucking gay men. They fucking dudes that are pretending to be straight out here and making long money. Putting long dick in his ass and making long money. Long money. And you hear, if I was just more feminine, oh God, if I just, I got to take this rib out so I have my proper hip to waist ratio. And, if I just talk softer, I'm going to get a zaddy with a big bag, if I just lighten my skin, if I get a better hair unit, everything going to be all right. Let me sip a little water on that. Turn water into wine on that. All these assumptions. When what you have to do is clean your vagina. You need to fumigate that shit. Fumigate that shit. You intimidated by monsters. Y'all are intimidated by monsters out here. Oh, I don't want him to think I'm a hoe, and you don't want him to think you're a hoe, but you fucking him a week into it. You got one date under your belt, and he could lick your ass. Y'all fake ass holdout hoes. Y'all fake ass celibate. You've been celibate for 3 weeks. Y'all celibate for 3 weeks, hoes. Oh, I don't normally do this, and the nigga got his tongue inside your snatch, and you ain't even watch it. Your snatch been on a 12-hour shift, and you got a nigga tongue inside there talking about you celibate. Well, we didn't fuck. He didn't penetrate me, so technically, that's what some of y'all do. fake ass celibate shit, and every 2 weeks you getting lit down, you getting tongue fucked by somebody, and you didn't even have to wash your ass off your little 12-hour nursing shift. You didn't even have to wash your ass, and the nigga tongue inside your snatch, but you celibate. We got a lot of lies going on about our virtue as women. A lot of fake virtue going on. A lot of women posing up like, you know, like we're better than men, and we're really not. We're really not. We get the shitty end of the stick in these negotiations, right? In the process of mating and dating and all that kind of stuff. We manipulate, or we try to manipulate, and it fails. So we blame them for being dishonest or dishonorable when really the complaint is what you tried to do, you couldn't successfully do because you didn't realize, or you ignored that the nigga didn't like you to begin with. You know, it's a lot of that. It's really not, especially now that we hold a candle of virtue. At one time we did, but nowadays we're trying to be like men, so we're losing what makes us special. We're losing our authority, or our sovereignty, or our specialness, or the value of being a counterpart to men, and we're acting like them. You know, black men say we're aggressive and we look manly and all that kind of stuff. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about our behaviors and how we are mimicking what men do under the guise of freedom. And we're not free. We're not free. Some of y'all hoes still mad at me about mourning Kobe Bryant's death. You know, I'm still getting comments about, you know, black men need to, what was the last comment I had? Some chick said black men need to worry about their own self-image. We don't need to defend black men's self-image because they do what they do. They commit crimes and do what they do, and they don't care about that. So why should we defend them and all that kind of stuff? And while that it could be there's justification to that, but justification without inclusion, y'all don't understand we're included in that, because we make men. We're the ones that make and create these black men too. And they see our hypocrisies also. Kobe is the GOAT to me. He is the GOAT to me. Regardless of what happened, listen, he's not a rapist. The case was thrown out. The chick didn't want to testify for whatever reason, so you can't call him that. You can call him an adulterer for infidelity, you can call him that, but you can't call him a rapist. And I'm not even arguing even that point, because that's not why him wanting a Mexican chick or whatever, Latino chick, it didn't have any bearing on my feelings to mourn him, because I was mourning because of other things that he became and what he was symbolic of as far as his work ethic and transforming himself to become the best that, that arguably he just put a ball through a hoop. But it was more than that. It was more than that to a lot of people. So when the chicks come and say, well, Selkis, you ain't the type he would even want, so why are you crying over him? I'm like, every man you fucked, and you wasn't the type for every man you fucked. So we worrying about the wrong thing. What you need to be adding up is how many dicks that been in you actually liked you. Kobe's dead. I'm not asking Kobe to want to fuck me. That's a moot point. And to turn it into that doesn't make I'm not understanding where the logic is. What you hoes need to worry about is all the men that are faking relationships with you. shelving you as supposed girlfriends while they fucking your friends, your own friends across town. Have you shelved for 3 and 4 years thinking you in something deep when it was never that deep to him, when he was always looking for something else. That's who you need to, that's what the conversation need to be about. Not nobody dead. Come on now. I told y'all before, and I'm the only one that says this, is that a lot of us screw men who are repulsed by us, who, if they had what they wanted, it would never be us. It wouldn't be you. If he could afford something better, he would get that. Now that's the black pill right there. That's black hat wisdom right there. But it's a reality. It's a reality. And you know what the other reality is? Most of you know it. It's not even a bad thing. Him not wanting you isn't a bad thing, because it is what it is. The bad part is most of you knew it. Hello. You knew it. That's why you ask your little nothing ass, dumb ass friend, girl, well, what you think? I don't know, girl. Something seemed off. And your girlfriend who jealous of your ass, who don't like you, girl, take a chance. You overthinking it. What else you gonna do? That's what your little nothing ass friends tell you to do. When you sense that something is wrong and that you shouldn't move forward, she tells you go ahead. Because you ain't worth the holdout. That's what your dumb ass friends tell you. And this is why I say you don't have any friends either. But I'm the only one saying that too. I'm the only one saying that too. Wash your vagina. Wash your vagina. Your vagina is supposed to be connected to your heart. Your vagina is a part of your heart. This is why a lot of y'all fall in love with niggas who don't give you orgasm. Just for the fact that he fucked you, you are already tied in emotionally. Why? Because this and your vagina are connected. They are connected. Now, the ones who ain't connected, they're dead. They're what we call zombies. They're what we call the walking dead. There are women that are not connected with their heart and their vagina. There's no more connection anymore because they usually, what's the word I'm looking for? They're disconnected, because when you have your heart in it, your mind comes into play also. And this is what they don't want this to be involved with that, because then there's an awareness like, why am I doing this to myself? He doesn't want me. I don't even like this guy. What's the point of all of this? So in order for you to be a good hoe, you have to disconnect your heart from it. Walking dead. Walking dead. And those women are not to be admired. Those women are not to be admired. Not no walking dead. They have a soul they just broken and wonder and disconnected. Listen, you can lose your soul and you can regain it. You can. Do women want to now? Women want to be like men now. I don't think they want to regain their souls. They want to be like men now. And we're hurting because of that. We are hurting because of that. You want acceptance. You want an identity, and you think, and you want to get it through the love of a man. You want an identity through being desired by men. And most men know this, and they'll play on this. And this is why men can get ass for little or nothing. This is why they can, because they know that most women are identify themselves with their beauty, their vanity, and the ability to use that vanity for a power play. For a power play. Now, on the other side of it, you'll have men, because y'all men, whoever y'all men are that are watching, will say that, women treat men as human ATM machines now. And that's plausible. It's true. Women want money. Is it a bad thing? That would be a separate argument. Like, oh, so is that immoral? Is it immoral for a woman to want a man who has resources? Is there anything immoral about it? According to men, it is, because they feel that they are not seen as human beings anymore, that they are objectified because of money. And to that, I'd say this: it's okay for you to feel that that's morally wrong, right? To be objectified because of the money that you have, but it's no more morally wrong than what you guys do to women in taking advantage of them emotionally, knowing that you don't like them, but you take advantage of them emotionally because of their physicality. A man doesn't have any problem fucking you if he thinks you're ugly. He has no problem fucking you and leaving you if he thinks you're unattractive. All bets are off. All attempts at morality go out the window. And yet you guys like to complain about being human ATM machines when you objectify women all day and twice on Sunday, even women that you are attracted to. She's a thing. She's an object. And you have a problem when she wants you to shell out some cash. She's supposed to expel or spend her value by giving you sex, by showing up on your arm and giving you sex. She's supposed to put out her value, and you're supposed to keep your money, which is yours. Some of y'all think your dick is equivalent to a beautiful woman, and that's a lie. A lot of you niggas are whack. A lot of the chicks you're fucking. So, to bring it all into perspective, a lot of you guys fuck women you don't like, and there's a lot of women that you fucking that you don't please, that you can't please sexually. So there's that. So you're complaining about things when you really need to be beseeching them for forgiveness. You need to be apologizing to them when you get up and put your pants on. How about an apology and some money on the table? How about that? That's what you niggas really need to be doing. So there's a lot of opportunities to use women, right? But a lot of y'all ain't really putting nothing. You ain't making nothing memorable. She's into you and locked into you because biology makes it that way. There's a lot of women fucked up over men who can't fuck. Fucked up emotionally over men who don't satisfy them sexually. Hello. Am I telling any lies today? Am I telling any lies today? There's a whole lot of women with broken hearts over niggas with limp dicks. Short ass 1-inch dicks out here. Facts. So while we're talking about, what women shouldn't do, and women getting caught up in all that kind of stuff, you guys are just as delusional. You're just as delusional. We are all deluded together. That's why I say, yes, I'm an ugly woman, and you're an ugly guy. Let's make ugly love together. Let's conquer the world with this ugliness together. Stop thinking you better than what you can bag. You ain't better than what you can bag. You right there with it. You right there with it. She's a mirror to what you are. She's a mirror to your mentality. These hoes that take your money are a mirror to your mentality too. You want the hoe that objectifies you for your money. You like her. Because she's a challenge. She's a challenge. She gets your dick hard. So when she leaves you for a bigger dick and better pockets, it's just par for the course, man. That's what you signed up for. Because you didn't say virtue was the most important thing to you. You didn't say a God-fearing woman, a woman who's a nurturer or whatever is the most important thing to you. The most important thing to you was the hip-to-waist ratio. Then after that, you figure everything else out. Everything else will work itself out. I'll reform her. I'll work with her. If she's cute enough, you'll work with her. You'll upgrade her. Ain't that what y'all say? Ain't that what y'all say? Hit the like bell, hit the like button, y'all. For those of you who are coming here for the first time, my name is Selkis Ray. I'm an artist, an author, a poet, a relationship expert, spiritual advisor, self-esteem coach, and medicine woman for women who are seen as unattractive in society. This is what I do. I coach us, that level of women. Although I coach a quote unquote attractive women too, because they got problems just like us. They got the same fucking problems. But my focus is on women who are seen as unattractive in society. So this is my brand of healing here. And it's a hard black pill to swallow. It's a big ass black pill that I administer here. I am not a level up coach. I'm not interested in making women more feminine or any of the other things. I don't get into that. I'm into exposing why we hurt, exposing why we self-murder, because that's what we do. We condemn ourselves. It's not about what he does or what she thinks or anything like that. It's about self-condemnation. And this is what I walk us through the darkness. I walk us through our pathology. Thank you for the donation. Talk to them, Selkis. Vanity game is a scam. It is. It is. It is. I said it before. Being a girlfriend is a joke. It's a joke. It's like, something to do. It's like going to the movies or something because you're bored or something like that. Being a girlfriend satisfies boredom. Because there's no solid plan in that. No solid plan in that. You can't move forward with anything. God forbid a baby comes out of that situation. Then you're a baby mother to a dude who mildly liked you, who didn't like you enough to risk marrying you, to put up a risk of actually making it official. He didn't like you that much, and now you got a baby on top of that, and you wonder why he don't spend time with the baby. He doesn't spend time with the baby because he never really liked you. Hello. That's why these dudes come missing. You can't find the fathers because he never really liked you to begin with. So that's what he should be and he should be. That's not how this thing works. That's not how this thing works. Unfortunate but true. If you're not wanted, how do you win? If you're not how do you know you're not wanted? Where are y'all getting this stuff from? It's the fact that you walk around with that energy that you're not wanted, that you're not wanted. That is what's yielding you results. Your feelings about you is what yields the results. And the reason why you feel the way you do is because you believe such and such back in 78 said you were bad built, or your breath stink, or your stroke was whack or something like that. Or maybe your mother said you ugly like your dad, and you walk through life with that. You walk through life with that. Lee is a dude. Are you a dude? So then you're asking the question about yourself then. If you're asking a question about how you can get chicks, you need to go to the Manosphere channels and let them help you work it out. Let them advise you how to get bad women, baddies, bad bitches, whatever it is they're advising you to do. They obviously have a formula for that because they're teaching men how to do that. So I can't help you with that. I can't help you with that. My ex got 3 women pregnant at the same time. Are you for real? 3 women? 3. Good Lord. That's a whole lot of work. He's putting in a lot of work. And I bet his dick was whack. It's these whack dick motherfuckers that always getting people pregnant. And the wife or the girlfriend, like, how? The dick was only 2 inches. Like, how he knocking up people all over the place? All these whack dick dudes always got illegitimate kids all over the place. I think he's gay. He might be. There's all kind of people watch this channel. The dudes love me, y'all. They love me because I tell the truth on both sides. It is what it is. It is what it is. Wow, he's nasty. Wonder did he take a STD test? Yeah, that's a lot of fertilization going on. That's a whole lot of spit swapping going on. Listen, you guys that watch my channel, this dicking down holes out here is played, and you really putting your life at risk. You know where you're headed. You're headed to a nursing home, sitting in your shit and piss because the nurses ain't coming to clean you, and you ain't got no family that loved you. That's where you're headed. That's where you're headed. Taking risk is not only financial. I know you guys only talk about what you got to pay for. Because that's the only thing niggas are concerned about is how much money they lose or have to spend on a hoe. But you have to consider your life. You have to consider that bad decisions fuck up your life too. A chick may be a baddie, she brick house built, whatever, everything you ever wanted, but you still got to consider, okay, what's coming with that? What's really coming with that? Can I build with this chick? Is she going to cheat on me? Is she going to steal my money? There's a lot of chicks out here stealing men's money. They're cute, but not only are they fucking around on you because your dick, you 35, 40-year-old dudes that talk about chicks hitting the wall, you hitting the wall too because your dick is now temperamental. Your dick action is unpredictable now, and she knows this. So she's always window shopping. The hoes that y'all chasing always window shopping for something else. So you got to consider how you're showing up, who you're choosing, and how you're choosing them. Also, it's not just women that got to be cautious. It's you too, because you guys know, especially you MGTOW motherfuckers, know that the wrong decision can cost you your entire life. Entire life. And the gag is most of you men have been with women that would fall on the sword for you, but she wasn't hot enough. She was too loving. She was too available. She did everything for me, but I wasn't in love with her. Most men that you meet have come across women who are the best cooks, the best sex, the best givers of head, all of that stuff. Took care of his little bastard kids, gave him half her tax returns, helped him out with his rent, held it down while he was in jail. Most niggas had women like that and didn't honor them. So when you motherfuckers complain about how women, hypergamy and all that stuff, think back to the hoe that was there through your infidelity, through your whack ass dick, through your pink slip on your job, helped you pay your rent, hooked you up with a job, invested in your little shit ass company that didn't make no money, no returns for her. Go back to that part. Go back to her. And some of y'all had several women that were like that, and you didn't honor her. So all this crying and women ain't this and women ain't that. You've already had a woman that was everything, but she wasn't a baddie, so you shelved her and I'm looking for something better than that. She had everything you need, committed to you and all that, but you still shopping around for something better. You were shopping around for something that didn't want you. Facts. That's what you niggas got to come to grips with. That you like women who don't fucking love you, who will never love you, who don't respect you, who given the opportunity will fuck your friend. She's eyeing your friend. When you out and about, when you parading her around, she's looking at your friends. Okay, like who a boss in here? What else can I get into? You think she just doing squats at the gym for you? No, she's not. She's doing squats at the gym for you and to keep her potential high. To keep her potential high. Black pill. Black hat wisdom. Okay? It is what it is. And you saying, we ain't feminine. And we ain't feminine. Excuse me? Any woman who's worth of salt is going to make you a better man. She's not going to be about no bullshit. She's going to encourage you to be the best that you can be. That's the kind of energy you want. All this, whatever you like, and whatever you like, and she's whatever you liking you to death, while she's looking at your friend who's making moves. Or she's still conversating with her best friends, male friends from high school or whatever. She's still having other relationships outside of you. When she goes out for beer with her friends, she's talking about you. How she's frustrated with you. And you sitting there all cheesing and shit because you got you a bad woman. Bad woman. Whatever. Whatever. Shout it from the mountaintop. I need a mountain to shout it from. I'm trying to find a mountain to shout it from. Listen, I want us to win. I want us to not be in battle with men. I want us to get rid of our dysfunction because we each of us have it. Men and women have it. We've both been sexually violated or exploited. Black men are exploited sexually too now. Black men are exploited sexually too. They're synonymous with their virility, and that's if a black man don't have money, he have his dick. So according to him, he's still winning, even though he's on the bottom of the socioeconomic totem pole. A white man might have money, but they ain't got all this dick. And he buys into that. He buys into that. Y'all dudes don't know dick get played too. I mean, just like a female's looks get old and it becomes a has-been. So does dick. Especially if you ain't got nothing else coming around the corner. Especially if you have no growth, there's nothing new happening. Dick get just as played out as a pretty face. Just as played out as a pretty face. So you guys you better clutch your pearls too. Y'all better clutch your pearls too. Black women are not your enemy. She was designed for you. I'm talking to you niggas that run into Dominican Republic and all these other hungry ass starving countries and shit to pick up girls that all you need is send a $10 US and she could feed her whole family for a month. You want to post up like you some big Willie, you only making maybe $2,000 a month here, so you going over there to be respected. To be respected. And these chicks know it's a scam. You going over there to be respected, but you can't bring her over here because once we get in the air, she'll know that she's getting scammed too. So you play Big Willie, but you keep her over there. You can't fly in. You ain't giving nobody visas. You ain't giving nobody no visas. All you giving them is an exchange rate. 10 to 1 US dollar exchange rate. And you could go over there and be king of the anthill. Be king of the anthill over there. Listen, if you can't be a man here, you can't be a man nowhere. Especially if you were born here. If you can't be a status of a man, a bona fide man here, then you are faking jacks. You just as fake as these chicks with the goddamn broom bristle eyelashes and the damn lace front wigs that y'all complain about too. You just as fake as her. Everybody's trying to find an identity. Everybody's trying to find their self-worth. And it takes work, y'all. It takes introspection. It takes a reality check. There's a lot of dudes, a lot of y'all that clown women don't like yourselves either. That's the reality. But y'all never discuss this in the manosphere. All y'all discuss is who ugly, who fat, who got a football that you still fuck, by the way. Who fat, who got cellulite, who built like a beanbag, who old in the face and all that shit. And these are women that y'all still screw. These are women that don't even have to wash their ass for you to stick your dick in, and all of a sudden now it's a problem. It's a problem. It ain't no problem. It ain't a problem. It's just a complaint. That's all. That's all it is. So let's stop clowning each other. You know, I'm not a Becky, right? You know, I'm considered a Dusty by all intents and purposes, right? I'm not refined in that sense at all. My delivery is very harsh here because I'm a medicine woman and I need to give it to you straight, no chaser. I don't like fluffing things up and making you feel good because that's not where transformation is. But at the same time, when I have your back, I have your back. Like when I have your back, nobody can come for you unless they come through me. And that's the kind of, you want that kind of loyalty in your life. And it just may not come, and usually it doesn't. It doesn't come in the packaging that you think it should. Because just like y'all niggas say men with money got options, so does a woman who's attractive. A woman who's attractive has just as much options as a man with money. You tell us that we're fools when we expect men with all this money to be faithful, to want just you and whatever else you coming with. You say we're delusional for that. And I'm telling you men who want these dimes and these 9s and 10s and all that stuff, and you want her to just be looking at you and not be window shopping what behind your back, that's also a delusion too. Because anybody who has ample amount of choice has ample amount of ego. And that ego causes you to say, well, you know, I can get that. There's nothing stopping me from getting that. I can walk away from you. I don't have this compulsion to be honorable to you because I have all of this choice in the world. And you guys understand that from men with wealth. You expect it, you accept it, you wish it was you, all of that. On the flip side of that, women who are attractive she can rotate her vagina around too. She can rotate her vagina around too. So there's that. If you want someone, and I'm not condemning, I'm not saying that attractive women can't be moral because that would not be honest, right? That would not be honest. What I'm saying is the same brand of advice that you guys like to give to us, women who you say are delusional for wanting men of means. You call us delusional. You call us stupid for aspiring to have men, these zaddies or whoever, men with money, because you say he doesn't really want you. He's not going to be faithful to you. And what I'm saying, there's a counterpart to that. There's a counterpart to that you men know. Because women have broken your heart too. Women have cheated on you. Women that you love. Cheated on you with your best friend and all that kind of stuff. You've experienced it too on your end. But the difference is you guys still want what you want. You're not ashamed about being superficial, but you want to shame women for hypergamy and wanting men who provide and all that stuff. When it's just we could call hypergamy instinctual. We could call hypergamy a biological setup, just like you niggas call cheating a biological setup. Like you guys have no discipline when it comes to your dick. This is what you say. You say biology rules this. My dick got hard on its own. This is what you niggas say. So women on the counter end of that, we say, well, listen, biology tells me that for survival purposes, I need somebody who can provide for me. This is how I'm biologically wired because I don't want to pass on my genes to a degenerate. I want my genes to be strong, and a man that's symbolic of strong genes is a man who can provide sustenance who I'm not going to be starving and hungry with, because if I'm starving and hungry, then I'm going to give birth to a baby with all kind of defects and all kind of shit going on. And if he's starving and hungry, he's not strong enough to mate with me. So it's a biological function for us to want a man who's a provider. Same as it's a biological function for you to fuck hoes that don't want you. How about that? How about that? I'm your mother. I'm your mother. And I'm not going to tell you anything that's wrong. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. Because, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to love on y'all and offer this wisdom so that you can go out into the world not feeling defeated, not feeling powerless. That's all that I'm here to do. That's all that I'm here to do. Like up the stream, y'all. This is like 130 people in here. Can I get 130 likes? Listen up, dudes. If your chick is super hot, you are super broke. You are only temporary. Yeah, you got a super hot chick and you super broke. And you think your dick is gonna hold something down? I mean, it might. I ain't saying all of y'all are whack. There are some dudes that are, according to some chicks, real magnificent. I mean, real magnificent. But how many of them are there? How many magnificent men in bed are there? He may look good. There's a lot of dudes that look good who can't screw either. Look good, got muscles. And he can't. The mind and the balls are not connected. The mind and the ball. He done yanked it so much, it's broke now. He done yanked it so much from the porn. He done seen all kind of stuff on the pornos that a regular vagina can't even get him hard no more. I said before, these dudes need to see two monkeys fucking to get an erection now. That's how jaded they are. They done yanked off to so much voyeur porn and Pornhub and videos and whatever else they do that they actually literally need to see a chick with a horse dick in her mouth to get hard. That's what's going on now. That's what's going on now. So these dudes, a lot of you dudes have dead dick on arrival. Dead dick on arrival. I'm just saying. So women we have to overlook all of that. We have to look over all of that. We have to overlook the fact that you guys don't even want to pay for dinner no more. And all the stuff you don't want to do. She got to come ready-made. She got to come already have gave her own self orgasm. She got to finger fuck herself before she fuck you. She got to get an orgasm before she fuck you. She has to have her money together, her orgasm together, everything together before she be with you. But somehow she's supposed to be, for some reason, she's supposed to love you too. When she got to give her own self orgasm, her own self money, her own self stability, her own self whatever it is. But she's supposed to love you. How, Sway? How? So there's that. There's that. Ladies, wash your vaginas. Wash your vaginas. Why don't I have more likes on this stream? Y'all just come to watch my mouth move? I'm giving you life-changing advice here that you're not going to get anywhere else. And I can't get a like out of that? Why y'all hating on me so much? Like up the stream. Like up the stream. I'm not telling y'all nothing untrue. Get the likes up, man. Y'all listen to these fake assholes all day long, talk about this, that, and the other. I'm such a lady, lady, my ass. They ain't giving you shit to think about. Listen, when you get off my lives, you be worried. You be thinking about your life. You be thinking about your entire life. So what inspired the title of the video? Are you serious? Did you just get on? What inspired it? Women need to like I said, our self-esteem is tied into our activities that we do with our vaginas. The activities we do, the activities we would like to do, are all tied into the vagina, I feel. The vagina and your heart are connected to each other. This is why you love guys who can't even fuck. As long as he inserts himself into you, you're going to be emotionally vulnerable. So this is why all the, posturing as if you love yourself and you have this what is it? This high expectations, high self-worth, high value, and all this stuff goes in the toilet. Once you're standing there naked, once you're naked in a room with a dude and he's opened your legs, all of that level up shit that you learn goes out the fucking window. And you're standing there nervous, wondering if you're going to be able to pull it off like you did when you had your clothes on. You're nervous. You're all exposed, like literally and figuratively exposed. Exposed. So there's that. And because we are wired that way, you have to take sex a little more seriously than you're taking it. We don't see it as life and death. And that's what it is. Casual sex, no ugly woman should be having casual sex. No woman, period, should be having casual sex. Far less any unattractive woman should be having casual sex. You are building the wall that men say you'll hit later on. You're going to build the wall that they clown you for later on by sucking his dick, by fucking him, by doing, giving him favors for Miller beer and Subway sandwiches and lattes from goddamn Starbucks. You're building your own wall. That's why you don't do it. That's why you're not supposed to do it. Listening to your videos gives introspection, and the death of insecurity, vanity needs to be plucked. It has to. It has to. Y'all like up the stream. It has to. It has to. Listen. We're never going to realize the splendor of living until we do, until we give up all of that. We've been lied to. We've been misused and mishandled as women by predator men, by men who haven't been honest about their intentions and what they want, or even their abilities. A lot of y'all fuck men because they hype themselves up and you just believe what he said. How about that? There's a lot of dudes getting pussy on a hype train. And that makes you even more resentful. It's like, dude, you just lied to me about this whack ass dick. I gave in to you in good faith that what you were selling me was actually what it was, and you knew your dick was dead on arrival. You got to pay for that. So a lot of us walking around here a little resentful that we've been lied to. Thank you for the donation. Your videos are healing me so much. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And y'all, please spread the word to people that you know. If this stuff is helping you like this, please tell a friend. Tell your daughters, tell your aunties, tell your mothers. Some of y'all mothers need help too. Tell your sisters and anybody that you care about. Spread the word. I need lieutenants here spreading this UGC message. I can only do so much. I need y'all to spread the word. And what is the word? The word is that vanity is a trap. And seeking validation from men sexually is also a trap. and you feeling that you're not good enough, or allowing anybody to make you feel that you're not good enough, will make you trap your own self. What looks good for? They're good for offers. They're good to negotiate with. But on the back end, and after the novelty of the good looks wear off, you are left with this to contend with. You are left with your convictions, your morals, your mentality, your intelligence to navigate through the familiarity blindness that comes whether you're attractive or not. Because he becomes familiarity blinded. Once he's had his dick inside your vagina, you become a memory. You become something that he's had. And the power that you had before you opened your mouth, open your tonsils to his baby batter, and open your vagina to his dick, no longer is the case after you do it. After you do it, for all intents and purposes, you become an ugly girl. You have to deal with ugly girl's problems because he stops calling you. He doesn't keep his word to you anymore. You have to finagle and convince and threaten just like unattractive women do. That's what I'm talking about here. So this thing that you got to be this way, you got to look like this for dudes to love you is a joke. It's a joke at the end of the day. Thank you, Janelle, for the donation. I notice that men get frustrated when they realize they won't get any. I've had a few slowly put back because they were angry, and they can get angry all they want. And some of y'all become regretful and feel guilty when men get angry because you're not putting out. And what I say to that is how you alleviate that is to move your morals, it's by knowing for a fact that your morals are to protect you. Your morals aren't to impress him, to make him see you as virtuous or whatever, because once his dick is in your mouth, all this virtue and you a good woman, all that stuff, all that shit goes out the window, y'all. I don't know how y'all don't understand it. All of that, I'm above other women. When he puts his dick in your mouth, you like every other chick he been with. You like every other chick he been with a chick that gave firehead already. He been with a chick who got a tight vagina already. All the tricks you think you coming with and all that stuff, so you so exceptional, all of that stuff goes out the window. So you're not moral to really impress him. You're not holding out because you want him to think that you are a certain way. You're holding out because you understand that you have to protect yourself. That you have to protect your mind, your body, and your spirit. So that you're not walking around here manic depressive, going crazy, like a fucking Looney Tune, a neurotic Looney Tune. You don't want to feed that beast anymore. You want to be happy. And in order to be happy, you got to make decisions that are in line with your happiness. And if you see he's not coming with any add-on to the happiness, then it's a no-go. It's just a no-go. Yes, it really is that simple. It's just a no bueno. And they can get huffy and mad all they want to. You mad? You mad about that? Is you dumb? What you mad about? You mad that you haven't done anything to earn this? And then say, earn what when you already had 2 kids? You middle age, you already have 2 kids already. What is there for me to earn? What is there for you to earn? This is what these motherfuckers say. And some of them are telling you this shit to your face. Well, earn what? You're already a single mom. Come and get this. I got this dick for you. Earn. There's nothing to earn. You already use goods. Excuse me? So what you want to do is put the last nail in my coffin. You want to add on to the list of my proverbial abusers. men who didn't care about me. You want to add on to that? So I'm not entitled to be treated like a human being because I've had a failed relationship, and you are? How many women have you left diseased, broken emotionally, and you could posture like you've never done any of those things? How many children have you left behind too? There's a lot of dudes walking around here playing like they never had kids, and they got kids all over the place. But meanwhile, they tell you that because you have 2 children and you're not 25 years old no more, you are not entitled to have any standard. Life can happen to him. He could be 50-something years old, still figuring stuff out, and he gets a reprieve. His friends don't call him stupid, nothing like that. It just like life happened. I'm still figuring it out at 50. That's what these dudes can enjoy. But life can happen to you. You can have a failed marriage, which you didn't expect to happen. And for some reason, you're condemned because of it. And he's telling you, take this dick because that's all you deserve, because somebody left you. I know somebody left you and the children you give birth to. So I know you ain't shit. But I got $5 and this tip to put in your mouth. Excuse me? Excuse me? There's not a man that comes in your face that doesn't need some sort of repair, who isn't in need of some emotional repair too. We think men are happy. We think men don't come with trauma. There's a lot of men that want sex that can't fuck. They have erectile dysfunction, and some of that is emotional. Who've also been molested and fondled as kids. You have a lot of men that you fuck that hate their mothers. They hate their mothers. Yet they posture like they're emotionally balanced, like they're sane, like they can actually lead you somewhere. Like they can actually, like their lives are a testament to conscientiousness, hardly ever making a mistake, never using or abusing anybody or themselves. This is how they posture for you. And they tell you you're nothing. They tell you you're nothing. Everybody has stuff they have to work out. And if someone isn't respectful of what it is that you require, you tell them, have a nice day, sir. You don't argue with that. You don't try to reason with that. You don't try to understand that. Have a nice day, sir. Because if you're telling me that because I am a certain age or I have kids, that I am supposed to be treated like a subhuman, like I'm supposed to want nothing. There's no negotiation with that. And you ladies need to find that out as quickly as possible. You need to find out if that's the mentality you're dealing with the man that you are going out to dinner with, or what, or talking on the phone for hours with. You need to find that out as quickly as you possibly can, because a lot of men have that mentality. A lot of these dudes have that mentality. It doesn't matter if you have a degree, if you got kids. It doesn't matter if you have a good job. If you have kids, a failed marriage, you're tainted. You're tainted. According to a lot of them. This is why you have to identify yourself. You have to state what it is you are, in spite of what they're coming with. Because people are coming with their traumas. Men will come with their traumas, and they'll mask it in aggression. They'll mask it with, this authoritative shit. that they really can't, that and really they're not in any authority position in any aspect of their lives, but they're in authority position for you. They're in authority position over your emotions. That's it. That's it. They get no respect at work. They don't even like what they do. They don't take care of themselves, their health. They don't like who they don't like. A lot of these dudes don't like what they look like, but they don't show up in the same way that we as women do. It just doesn't show up in the same way. So there's that part. There's that part. What I tell y'all all the time: don't be afraid of men. Don't be afraid of men. Don't cower down for them. Don't feel guilty about your mistakes, because men don't. Men don't. They make mistake after mistake. They hurt people. They go, oh, that was my past. There isn't a man who's been fucking that hasn't hurt a woman before, whether it's physically, emotionally, financially, whatever other E they got. Not one. Not one. And they don't walk around here feeling like they're not deserving of what it is they want. They could have hurt everybody they've been with and still feel they're deserving of what it is they want. How about that? So if we want to learn anything from men, if there's anything to learn from men, it's not to fuck people that you don't care about. Leave that to them, because you'll wind up getting a burnt out cervix and your vagina smelling like goddamn shellfish, fooling around and slinging around your crotch like they do. Because a lot of these dudes got stink dick too. While we bullshitting, ain't like they can fuck who they want to fuck, and they ain't walking around here with nuts that smell like stale bologna. A lot of these niggas come around with stink dick. So there's that. So it's not about mimicking that part. If there's anything we can take from men, is to be guiltless. Is to be shameless about what you've done, about the decisions that you make, especially if you're moving forward and you're moving past that. If men can move past what they've done, you can move past what you've done too. You're entitled to that, because you can't take back what you've done. You can't take back the decisions you made. You can't not be a baby mama if you are. But it's nothing to walk in shame for it, which is what these men want you to do so they can fuck you for free. Because that's all this shit is about. These men don't have no fucking morals. It's like, bitch, you got 2 kids and you want $100? I give you 5. I got 5 on it. That's all the shit is about, really. That's all it's about, really. Why is it about that? Because they've had women who love them already, unconditionally, that they didn't want. That they didn't want. Oh, I need something better than that. I'm not ready to settle down right now, whatever. That's it. So what you take from men is not their nasty habits to fuck people who are not clean, who don't like them and all that kind of stuff. Let them savages do that shit. This is why most of them, by the time they hit 40 and shit, the dick get up sometimes. It don't get up. All kind of itching and stuff. They stink. A lot of these men stink. Notice that some of these men got body odor? It's because they fucking around with all these whole bath hoes. These whole bath having hoes out here. And they got stench on them that they can't wash off either. Men stink. But that's a whole nother thing. Don't take anything else from them but persevere and the ability to reinvent yourself, even in the face of adversity, mistakes that you've made. You take that from them. You take that from them. Not this other stuff. Janelle, are you leading them on? Selfish, should we or should we not accept gifts, money, help, or free running errands and stuff like that? You can accept all of that. But if you feel obligated, if you're the type of person that you know, if you get any help, you feel obligated to give something back that is not an equivalent to it. Because running an errand for me ain't equivalent to getting no pussy. Paying a bill, paying half my Boost Mobile bill or something like that ain't equivalent to get to putting me on no shelf and making me think we in a relationship. A lot of these dudes be doing stuff for y'all and y'all think y'all in a relationship. He pay your bill, he give you gas, he run the errands, and somehow you think you're in a relationship, and that's not even clear. Men do favors for women all the time. Women that they're not fucking. So again, if you feel obligated, then maybe it's best for you not to take anything. Because if your autonomy starts to wobble because a dude is being kind to you, then it's best that you don't accept anything so that you can maintain full autonomy. Some of y'all be like, well, you know, he washed my car, so I was supposed to give him head. He washed my car like all month. Really? Some of y'all even think y'all in a relationship because you talk to the dude every day. We talked every day. I mean, we didn't miss a day. And you think you're in a relationship because y'all making Skype calls to each other. A relationship, for you to be in a true relationship, it requires sacrifice. It requires inconvenience and sacrifice. And if you don't have the two of those, you're not in a relationship. You are an associate. You're not even a girlfriend yet. You're just an associate. You're just an associate. So what would be considered a leading a man on? What would be considered leading a man on is if you're talking about having sex with him, you're displaying yourself sexually, and then you're not following through with that. That would be what I consider leading on. But accepting assistance for whatever it is you're doing, that's him giving you a gift for your time. That's what a dinner is. A dinner is a gift to you for your time. But leading on would imply something sexual, and that would be you walking around with no panties on, and then you know, for him to see your crotch and you're not giving him some. That would be considered leading on. But a dude washing your car or paying a bill for you is someone who is gifting you something out of concern and care for you. Now, if it's a transaction, that needs to be negotiated up front. You need to know. You need to know. That's what it is to me. Listen, I was watching a clip of Kobe, right? And in the quote, he said he might, and this is when he turned into the Black Mamba. He said he might lose everything, his family, his freedom. This was around the time where the court case, the rape allegations and stuff was happening. And he said he had this, he sat down, he was like, listen, talking to himself. It looks like I might lose everything. I might lose my family, even my freedom. But I'll be damned if I lose basketball. And that was the day Black Mamba surfaced, because that was the day he changed his whole strategy on the court and he started decimating everybody. He flipped the switch of despair, of not having control over certain situations, and he focused on exactly what he could control. And that was the day the mentality or the alter ego of the Black Mamba came to the surface. And other players, his opponents, was like, this is the Kobe. I've never seen this kind of Kobe before in my life. Some of y'all need to get an alter ego going. Some of y'all are just, you think you're going to do it honestly, and it's just going to fall in your lap. No. You got to go in the dark. Kobe went to the dark. Most of these celebrities, y'all can call it what you want, they tap into another side of them that's like, fuck this shit. Fuck that shit. Beyonce has Sasha Fierce. Kobe Bryant has Black Mamba. Goddamn, Oprah Winfrey talked about also. All these people, they talk about tapping in to a side of them that's not vulnerable, that's not susceptible to external forces in their environment, so that they could become who they needed to become to accomplish things, to get whatever they needed done. Some of us need to learn that. Men are good at this. Men are quite good at it. And then they shame women for having alternate agendas or having dark energy. We are demonized. Women are demonized for having alter egos that men enjoy. That's what happens there. Oh yeah, it is alchemy. It is alchemy. And it happens in your most desperate moment, your most desperate time. And that's what happened with Kobe. He was like, damn, I'm going up the river here. I'm losing everything. And something switched in him and said, fuck this shit. If everything's going to go down to hell, it ain't going to be basketball. This is the one thing. He said that was the one thing I could control. So he went 100 or 200% into what he could actually control. And Black Mamba was born. That's when he started crushing everybody. It's a decision. I said before on this channel, self-esteem is a decision. It's not something that happens to you. You sit down and you declare it so. You decide that you're worth whatever it is you say that you're worth, and you put all of your energy towards that. Like all of it. And people may call you crazy. They may call you insensitive. They may, they're going to be critical, but you have blinders on, tunnel vision. You only looking towards the object. What is your goal? Give two fucks about what anybody else thinks. That is what you have to do as women. But it's hard for us to do because we want everybody's goddamn approval. You want approval from men who don't give a shit about you. They don't care. But you spend every waking moment worried, getting ready to chop shit off your body, all kind of alterations and stuff for motherfuckers who give two fucks about you. We waste a lot of time on shit we can't control. You can't control how people feel about you. So stop wasting your time there. You can't control it. You have to ask yourself, what can I control? What is it that I can control? What is it that I really want to do that doesn't involve other people's goddamn approval? Or people liking me, or people thinking that I'm attractive. Like, what is it that I can control that is not involve audience participation? Because every woman's personality, what she is made up of, requires an audience participation for her to feel any kind of worth about herself. Somebody has to be looking at her. That's what your fucking problem is. You don't feel good about yourself because nobody's looking at you. And nobody's looking at you because you don't feel good about yourself. So that's the circle right there. You on a hamster wheel going no fucking where. Nowhere. Some of you can be great at something, but you concentrate on who don't like you. Some of y'all can be magnificent at something right now, but your whole thing that you worry about when you wake up in the morning, when you go to bed at night, is who ain't looking at you. Who don't think you're sexy? Who don't think you're pretty? And you're screwing men who don't want you. And that's what it is. Ever since I started dressing modestly, men stopped checking me out. This is what they'll do. You feel bad about that? Why did you start dressing modestly? What was the goal there? What was the goal there? That's what y'all gotta ask yourselves. What's your goal? What's your goal? What is the ultimate goal? And I'd be inclined to speak on your behalf and say that it's to be who you are, to feel free, to feel valued, to feel self-confident, to feel accomplished. And the problem with us is that we're looking for other people to give that to us. And you're always going to be a slave when you seek it in that order. What's not really a problem? When you dress modest, it filters out the men who don't really care about you. Well, you don't activate depravity and lust. You don't do that. But if you feel embarrassed when you are modest, that's also going to give you a result. If you don't feel confident in your modesty, that's also going to give you a result. It will. There are women who don't wear any makeup that still attract men. There are women who don't show any of their skin. They get dates, So it's again, it's your energy. No, just immodesty is not. It's not a hindrance. If you're covering up flaws, though, if you're only dressed. See, the problem with a lot of us in the modesty thing is that we're covering up not because we're modest, but because we're ashamed of the way we look. So there's that too. A lot of y'all are fake modest. A lot of y'all, the only reason why you're not a hoe is because you're badly built and you're ashamed about that. That's the reason why you're not collecting coins. You're not peddling your flesh for a few coins because nobody wants it. Nobody wants to pay for it. It's not that you are modest or that you're moral. It's just you don't have the opportunity. It's that you haven't had the opportunity. Am I telling the truth or not? So, while we want to talk about we shame and we condemn hoes and all that stuff, but a lot of us like, damn, I wish I could be a hoe. But don't nobody want to pay for this. Don't nobody want to pay for this. That's what a lot of this, listen, this is truth to power. Truth to power. So we got to come to terms with that stuff too. We got to be honest about all of this stuff. Listen, this is why I am a medicine woman. This is why when you coach with me, it ain't about no bullshit. It's about being honest, exposing all the dark sides, all the stuff that you feel like you're hiding or you feel guilty about. It's about bringing them up to the surface so that we can deal with it. So that we can deal with it. Some of y'all wish you had the ability to be a hoe. That would empower you. Not that you would be one, but all you want is the ability to be one. You want to look good enough to be a hoe, not necessarily actually do it. That's honest. That's honest too. So what do we do with all of that? What do we do with all that? Because all those feelings that you're denying that you have, that you're pretending that you're not influenced by, are shaping the decisions that you make. A lot of your dishonesty about the way you feel is the reason why you get trapped up with men who don't give a shit about you. Because you really got that whole spirit, but you don't know where to put it. You don't know how to harness it. You don't realize what lane you're actually in with this thing. So you wind up fucking for free. Or this fucking man who just don't care. That's how that translates. When you are dishonest, you make poor decisions. When you are dishonest with yourself, you make piss poor decisions. When it comes to this thing called relationships. That's what we do. So listen, I'm a dark goddess, like literally and figuratively. And I'm about let's walk through the valley of the shadow of death so we can fear no evil. And understand that God is with us. You have that voice inside of you that you don't listen to. You don't listen to that voice inside of you. And you think transformation is going to come with roses and flowers and daffodils and people encouraging you telling you you're better than what you actually are. Some of us are losers. And we have to face the fact that we are losers so that we can start setting ourselves on the path to win. Some of us are not riding on our full potential. Some of us have to deal with all kinds of stuff. We just got to face all that. We just have to face all of that. It's not about what they think. It's about what you think. Because what you think dictates how you show up in the world, how you talk to people, what you agree to. You stop blaming men for your results. That's the first thing you got to do, especially as an ugly girl. You got to stop blaming men for your results. Because when he was convincing you to roll down your briefs, roll down your boxers or whatever it is you wear, you were saying to yourself, I'm not ready. You were saying to yourself, but I don't think he likes me. You were saying to yourself, well, it's too soon. You were saying all of that shit to yourself while you were rolling down your panties. And then when he leaves you, after he ejaculates in you, then you say, man ain't shit. But you ain't shit because you used your vagina as a bargaining chip and it wasn't bargaining against anything because he didn't promise you shit. You used your crotch as a bargaining chip and he didn't tell you what he was going to give you in return for it. Nothing was clear about what you were going to get in return for it. And then you blame him for being dishonest? Come on now, talk to me. Talk to me. These hoes out here will lie to you and convince you that you're better than what you actually are. And I don't have time for all of that because I understand that it's within your shame. It's within your guilt and your shame and all the dark energy, all the selfishness and the lack of humility that people tell you that you should have humility. It's an all that has to be unlocked. So that you're not walking around here a victim, believing the lies that people are telling you, pretending to be vulnerable, deciding to be a fool. That's what we do. We decide to be fools. You're not a fool. You've decided to be a fool, just like you decided to have low self-esteem, just like you decided that you're a victim. You decided all of that shit. All of it. But we can decide the opposite. All you need is a little help. All you need is a little help and encouragement. And that's all I'm here to do. You want daffodils and roses? You go let somebody else handle it. Some of y'all offended. I even call myself ugly. This chick was offended because I said you got to worry about the men that you fucking who don't like you instead of Kobe who wouldn't want you. Why are you making Kobe's death an issue when it's all the men that are fucking you right now that never wanted you? That's the issue. She was offended. I'm like, you're going to be offended by a whole lot. Everything I say is offensive to somebody. Everything. It is what it is, though. But a lot of y'all are offended because you agree. A lot of y'all are offended, but you agree. But you feel like you got to say you're offended. because you want to create a barrier. You want to separate yourself, or create like you know, some kind of false denial. When in your mind you're like, shit, she's right. She's right. I'm offended, Salkis. No, you're not. You agree. You agree. You're offended. You can write these long soliloquies, these long dissertations, all this ethos. I gotta hear from you motherfuckers about why you're offended by what I say. When at the end of it, you should say, but I agree. But you're right. You got to deal with your darkness. Thanks for the donation. So would a man be smart to give a woman nothing till he knows she's interested in him romantically? Since acts of generosity and provision can be taken as just giving stuff just cuz. Well, you can test it and see how far you go with that. It really depends on who you're talking to. There's women that see spending time as value. You know, not necessarily things. There are women that would rather they feel quality time is more valuable than gift giving. So whoever you're talking to, you got to see what space they're in for that. I don't know. Giving a gift should be a sign of friendship. Maybe a little, you know, adoration a little bit, but it's not a sign of commitment. And two adults are supposed to be able to know that. She's supposed to be able to know that. A gift from a man doesn't mean that he's committed. It means he likes her. That's it. I mean, that's it. So, you know, there's that. And thank you for the donation. So dealing with your darkness is acknowledging that you're not innocent. Exactly. It's acknowledging that you're not perfect, that you definitely are not innocent, that you are responsible for what you're getting. You are responsible for what you're getting. You're feeding the forces of whatever it is that's going on with you. You're the catalyst for that. And tapping into your dark side, that's the side that, you know, to be honest, it's the give no fucks side too, I would say. Tapping into your dark energy is not, dark energy is not a, well, we shouldn't do that. Oh, that's wrong. Dark energy is about what is. This is how I feel. This is what I want. This is what I'm prepared to do. This is what I'm not going to do. I don't feel like doing that. That's really what dark energy is. Light energy is humility, charity, giving of yourself, selflessness, kindness, and within the light part is a lot of pretense, a lot of putting yourself last, prioritizing people in front of you that may even hurt you because of this love and light stuff. Dark energy is sort of like where your truth gauge is. Because in your dark energy, you know and accept that a person is lying to you. And we all have that. You all know that, but you're embarrassed about your dark energy. So when you get the feeling that something is off, you run to your friend to you know, kind of quell your angst and your anxiety over the feeling that your dark side is telling you that is. It's really about obeying that. When you know something is off, listen, the devil in you knows another devil. Put it like that. I'm babbling here, but it's really, dark energy is about, I'm a devil. There's a part of me that's a devil, and I can see a devil also. You are a devil. You may be light, but you are also dark. But you try to bury the dark side because people have told you that's bad. That's the lower self. You shouldn't entertain that. You need to squash that and just become this light being, this person that forgives everybody, this person that's selfless and kind and loving and all that kind of stuff. And while all of that's good, it's the dark energy that goes, This motherfucker, you better get away from him. This person right here don't mean you no good. The light in you is not going to be able to see that. It's the dark part of you that you suppress that gives you that inclination that something is off. Because you got a devil in you that go, wait a minute now. What the fuck? You got a part of you that is a non-negotiable side that you bury, you suppress her. There's a side of you that goes, we want what the fuck we want. I know you ain't shit, but you bury her to live love and light. That's what you do. That's what you do. So we gotta walk through the valley of the shadow of death, y'all. You gotta walk in darkness. In darkness. And come to think of it, I saw footage of Kobe again. He did a children's video where he was explaining light and dark. He did a children's video because it was like a puppet or something he was talking to about light energy, which is loving, kind, supportive, and all that kind of stuff, and dark energy, which is you're not good enough. You can't do this or whatever, like negative. And he was trying to explain to the kids how you can actually utilize the dark energy to transform yourself. Kobe was getting ready to do some deep ass shit. He was getting ready to do some deep stuff. They cut our brother down early, man. Early. But he was trying to give the kids the concept of light and dark. He said the light is good, but it's in the darkness is what you utilize to transform yourself. That's what Kobe was teaching children and the stuff that he was producing. This is what we all got to know. This is what we all got to know. And that's it. So y'all, like up the stream. It's like 120 people in here. Can I get 120 likes? That will help the channel. Please, you need to do a live on spirituality. I've done that before, but I'll do it again. The reason why we got to be careful with spirituality, because it can become another crutch or another avenue to funnel our responsibilities. You are flesh and blood, and you have to master the flesh before you can really really embody anything spiritual. You have to master your flesh. You're not going to be able to do it if you have all these vices and you can't concentrate, you can't focus, you can't discipline yourself. Spirituality is a mute point if you're all over the place physically. So it's really about starting there at the foundation. That's what it's really about. So with that being said, y'all, I have talked for almost 2 hours. 2 hours straight. I hope you've been fed today. I hope you understand what this movement is, what the Ugly Girls Club is really about, and what it can really do for you. A lot of y'all be on the fence because you can't get past the word ugly, and you're gonna have to get past it. You're gonna have to graduate from your fear of saying it. You're really gonna have to graduate from your fear of saying it, because guess what? People think you're ugly right now. The men you fuck think you're ugly. Your mother thought you were ugly. Your boss thinks you're ugly. There's people all around you thinking that you're ugly. So let's address the elephant in the room. You got to undress the elephant. Not just address the elephant, but undress the elephant in the room. You got to deal with that straight in your face, so that you know how to talk to people in this world. That's what y'all need to do. And you really stuck on this word because you think your big bangs are hiding your face and your weight. Them big bang wigs ain't hiding your weight. It ain't hiding your diseases or nothing like that. We try to hide a lot of stuff. And at the end of the day, when you're rolling off your girdle, you're exposed again anyway. You try to hide all your pathologies from these men, but as soon as your panties hit the floor, guess what you are? The same mousy ass chick who's insecure, who don't know her worth, who's afraid of being rejected. That's the same hole that comes out when you rolling down your drawers. Why? Because you're usually rolling down your drawers for a dude you don't like, that you know don't like you. That you know don't like you. That's what happens there. That's what happens there. So take the pill. Take the pill. Y'all contact me and set up a coaching session so we can dive deep, so we can go into the abyss, so we can dance in hell. We need to dance in hell a little bit. That's what we need to do. We need to come to terms with how we're shaping our reality. And positive reinforcement, as I said before, is not going to do it. If it could do it, it would have been done already. Everybody's told you how good you are, you good, you this, and you know, they just jealous and all that stuff. And you don't believe it because you know it's not true. You know you ain't shit. They say all this positive shit to you and you know it's not true because deep down you know, well, I could be doing more. Or no, I don't believe that. Why don't you believe it? Because the dark bitch in you is like, bitch, please. You know why you don't believe it? Because the dark side of you knows the truth. She knows the truth. The light side of you lies, and the dark side of you knows the truth. So come get this tea, y'all. Come get the tea. Come get the black tea. Listen, hit up all my websites. Subscribe to my blog, salkisray.com. SALKISRE.com. I write pretty much every day. I blog every day. I give y'all information and stuff. And that's just another way to connect with me in a space that I own and control myself, because social media is so temperamental. Like I told y'all, Facebook banned me for like 30 days. I can't post anything. So it's iffy. So y'all got to go to the sites that I can control. Just in case one day, you know, they say, well, you know, we've had enough of you. SalkisRay.com, theUglyGirlsClub.com. You need to become members of that site because I send out emails and correspondence on a weekly basis there too. And I'm an artist, right? iloveherart.com is my art site. I create spiritual paintings, original art pieces that are reflective of us, the internal turmoils that we have, the battles, the triumphs that we want to experience. All of that stuff I put on canvas for you. You need something on your wall that you can meditate with. The eyes are big for a reason. They are a utility. They're not just beautiful. They are a utility, and you will feel the energy when you have it in your hand. Trust and believe that. So go there and get your ones and twos and support me as an artist, but support yourself because it's really for you. It's really, really for you. iloveherart.com is that site. You can become a subscriber there too. I'm exceptional, y'all. There is nobody like me. I know y'all try to lump me in with other people out here, but nobody does what I do. Nobody can convey this message the way that I do because nobody has walked my walk. I have seen and done and experienced things that nobody else has. And I'm giving these things to you because I want you to be free. I don't just want you to feel good for a moment because it's not really about that. It's about feeling free. It's a whole different objective. And that's my goal. That's my goal. Anyway, I'm going to leave y'all to it. Hit the replay if you like. There's a lot of stuff to unpack here. And that's it. I appreciate all of you too. Everybody. Thank you, everybody, for the donations and for hanging with me for these 2 hours. Because I know some of y'all at work and all that stuff and got other stuff y'all had to do. And y'all came on here and wrote it out with me for 2 hours straight. And I appreciate it. So I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.